That is more than all right. That's Marianne Faithfull live on the radio with us here at FUV. Prussian Blue, the name of that. Horses in High Heels, the brand new record. Montreal Jazz Fest, you were just there. How was that?
It was fantastic. Really great. And I actually saw one of my favorite performers.
Who's that?
Daniel Lanois.
Oh, yes.
He was playing there with Black Dub, and it was amazing. If you know about Brian Blade.
The fantastic drummer.
Jesus Christ. He was
Well, it's funny. I follow Daniel Lanois on Twitter.
Oh, good.
And he tweeted the other night, "Thank you, Montreal, for the hottest night of my life."
It was very
So he
good.
was loving it, too.
Yeah.
And you've worked with Daniel Lanois.
I have, yeah, on Vagabond Ways.
Mm-hmm.
We worked together. And with his sound engineer, too, with Mark Howard, who was there, did the sound for Daniel. It was just fantastic. And that little girl, Trixie, she was so good. And she's 23, I think.
Trixie Whitley.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
And I liked her very much, too. And we went to see them afterwards, didn't we, Doug?
We did.
We're both great fans and friends of Daniel. And Brian Blade.
And how was your performance? Was it, I saw the reviews were great.
Yeah. My performance was wonderful. Yeah. I know, sorry, I shouldn't say that, but it was. Quite honestly, wasn't it, Doug?
It's brilliant.
Yeah. And he got very good reviews, too. Doug Pettibone. Very good.
Horses in High Heels is the new record. I was just noticing online that you're also putting the CD out on vinyl.
Oh, yeah. And it has extra tracks on it. So what I would do, if I was you, anybody, is wait for the vinyl.
Right, and then you get it all.
Or even better, buy the CD and then buy the vinyl. But whatever you want, because the vinyl is wonderful. It sounds much better. And there are two bonus tracks on it. So.
And what are those two songs?
They're gorgeous. It's one that I first heard on Lil Band of Gold, that's C.C. Adcock.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called I Don't Want to Know. It's an old New Orleans song, isn't it, Doug?
It is. I can't remember who wrote it.
I can't remember who wrote it. But it's just fabulous. And another great song. This is where Hal and I were fighting quite a bit. Is should we put Past, Present and Future or Fragile Weapon? Or Past, Present and Future... I wanted to put Fragile Weapon. But Hal wanted to put Past, Present and Future. And I think in America people really understand that much more than in Europe, that choice.
Because of the Shangri-Las and the New York, yes.
Yeah. And we're all great fans. Whatever happened to Phil, I'm still a big fan.
We'll let that one sit right there.
Yeah.
Marianne, you
Sorry.
No, it's quite all right. No, it's you recorded the album in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And for any of us who have ever been to that city, their music, it's like it's in the cracks of the sidewalk. There really is musically something quite special about New Orleans,
and there's
isn't
a special vibe, yeah. I didn't really expect that. We went there because we wanted to work with these great musicians. Mm-hmm. Like the drummers, Carlo Nuccio, and George Porter Jr., the guy who started the Meters, if anybody remembers the Meters. Yeah, it's pretty good, and that's an amazing rhythm section to have.
Fantastic.
And then we got some guests in. We got wonderful Wayne Kramer from MC5 on No Reason. And Lou Reed on, what is it?
He plays guitar in the last track.
He's on Back and Baby's Arms, too. And he's playing on The Old House, the song Frank wrote for me, Frank McGuinness, yeah.
Right. Paint us a picture. You guys are in New Orleans, you're making the record, Hal's there, Doug's there, George Porter Jr.'s on bass. Yeah. You're just like going out to dinner and then working all night.
Well,
not
with George. I would have loved to go out to dinner with him, but I don't think he goes out much, He's very quiet. Whereas we had to, because we were in a hotel. It was just great. I had a lovely, lovely time as well as... But really, it was work. We started at 11 in the morning. We only had an hour for lunch. You know, I think food, I'm afraid, food dictates where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do.
This is what I was trying to steer our conversation toward.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I love New York food, you know, so here I am always. I'll jump at any chance to come to New York City. So will you. Yeah.
And
In a heartbeat.
yes, and why not, right?
Yeah.
Marianne Faithfull is with us here at 90.7 FM WFUV. Why Did We Have to Part is the first single from the record and available as a free download on your website.
Yeah.
You have once or twice over the course of your career written a good breakup song.
I have.
There are a
In
few we can't
different
even play on the
forms.
radio.
No,
Some
no,
of the big ones.
I've dropped that, you know.
Yeah.
I've retired it.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's all right.
Yeah, it served its purpose.
It did,
It had a
yes.
time and a place for us.
Yeah.
Why Did We Have to Part is just a wonderful, and you wrote the lyrics for this
I wrote
one, right?
the words, and I changed the tune a bit. I don't know if Laurent Voulzy was very happy with that. I think he's very controlling. And
Do you guys want to play that one live for us?
yes, please.
Here's Why Do We Have to Part. Marianne Faithfull is our guest on FUV.